Hi guys, it's been a long time since I put up any jewelry videos, but it's this year and I'm really trying to get up on that. So I have 4 boxes in front of me, but I'm going to concentrate on Sam's bead box today. I got this wonderful box from Wendy Whitman, and for those of you that know Wendy, you know what these came from. It was just a box of beads that her husband was removing, and Wendy had passed away, I think it was August last year. So these were her collection, and I love these. Out of all the beads that I got, besides the Mookite, those and those, I love these pink and dark gray, or dark green. They're just beautiful. So I couldn't figure out which to make tonight. We have this one. We have our bargain bead box. This is the January box. So you can see kind of what's in that one. There's all kinds of stuff, but nothing came to me, so we had to put that one away. And then, of course, we have our Gemstone Orphanage bead box. And I have to show you at least the focal, which is a matte white. It's gorgeous. It's an agate bead, and it's got striations of gray and black, but it came with green. And I put a gold thing on here because green and silver doesn't usually match, just to see if I'd like it. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to add color to it, or if I just want to use like black and clear and white and stuff and just complement this instead of using that. So I may not even use the green on these. So again, I couldn't figure out what to do yet, so I put that away. So that leaves me with the last subscription box, which is Sam's bead box. So I'll kind of read to you what I got. I don't usually do unboxings because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that do it. But we do have some fancy drops, and it's Seaphone Opal Copper. Okay, I won't pull them out, or I'll just pull them out. We have some Druck beads, which you don't really probably need to see. These are 4mm, and these are like just a soft mint green. We have our, what would this say? This is magnesite, smooth round. These are 8mm. It's a 15 strand. Took up 2 boxes. There was so much on the strand. We have a Turco Picasso flower. Another pretty focal. We have some melon beads, same colors of turquoise. We have some rondelle spacers in copper, just your regular little spacers. We have a star cut yellow jade. I love these. I think this is the star cut jade. I just love colors like that. And then we have some jasper Heishi beads, which we're going to use tonight. And they're just Heishis. We have daisy spacers. We have that in a terracotta, which kind of looks, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's brown. It's kind of like a coffee with milk brown. It's about the only way I can kind of tell you what it is. And then we also have some round terracotta beads. Same things. These are just some fire polish rounds. We're probably going to use those in this. We have some pink stone bicones. I don't think we're going to be using that one in here. And we have some round agate beads. These are 8mm, 7-inch strand. Okay, we have a couple focals. We have some hearts and some flowers. We have some leaves. Obviously, we have a couple pendants here. I like this. This is copper. It's got a cactus in there. We also have a longhorn button, which is cool. We have a couple briolettes. Some birds. Well, actually 1 bird. It would be nice to have 2 birds. And some more of the turquoise, like flowers. This is a garland flower. They don't call it that, but that's what it's called from a Czech website. Fortunately, I am a distributor of Czech beads, but I still get Sam's. And this is a 2-hole sunflower. So I don't know what we're going to do with those. So my main thing was getting the focal and then figuring out what I was going to do with that, how I was going to wrap it. You could use a bail, which you would probably want a copper bail with this. I chose to string seed beads on there, and I had pulled out all different colors. I don't want to pull them out, but I'll just at least show you the colors in there. So that was the blue. The turquoise was a little too turquoise. And I thought the eye would start going towards the seed beads because it's a pop of color. So I didn't use that one. And then we had some copper, which might look really cool with that, but again, it just kind of, it didn't flow with it, so I was afraid that the eye would go to that. And then I found these rondelle, or not rondelle, seed beads. They are size 11, and they're brown Picasso. And once I put this up against it, I was like, that's what I'm going to use. It is gorgeous. I don't know how many years I have had these. I never do seed bead stuff. But it just matches every single brown. You've got some tans, you've got some of the browns. I mean, it just went perfect, and I thought that would make it flow. So, we are going to take, I could probably just run the thread in this itself, but with my luck, I'll drop them all. So, we're going to do the focal first. I'm going to put the box up there. And we're going to put a little bead holder, bead gripper, or string gripper. I don't quite know what they're called. And we're going to just try and string seed beads. I usually don't do that. I usually pick them up in my hands and do them because I can never seem to pick them up. I don't think the string is that easy to do, which actually, I think I'm going to do a 14 on this. This is a size 0.19. This is AccuFlex. And it would be the same if you used Beadalon's bead wire. So let me get a 14. So this is a little thinner. It's still, this is 7 strands. Nope. I like my 49 strands. And I have them all in order until I need them. So we're going to go about 22 inches. I don't think I want this that long, but I'm going to at least start there. I think the thinner one will be a little better, and I need new pliers so badly. Okay, so this is the thinner one. Okay, so again, these are a little thin to try and grab them. And because I am nearsighted, I can't really see in the bead hole. So probably the smartest thing for me to do is to put this on pause as I string these, because this is going to be the hardest for me. See, if you have that really strong wire, you can do these very quickly, but I just don't have it. So I'm going to hit pause, and then I will come back when I have a bunch of these on the string. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in a little closer. Usually with my clay, I'm a little farther, but I think it's easier with beading to go a little closer. So I put beads on here, and I wasn't sure if I just, wanted to make one strand. So let me show you. I can do it this way. All right. Well, it wouldn't be that long, but I can do it this way. Okay. And hang it up, and then maybe put a bead in the middle here, and then I can work off the side. Put one bead up there. And I don't want to take these off because this isn't what I'm thinking I'm going to do. But just to show you. Okay, and then just put a bead right there. And then have the beads come out the side. Now, I don't know how easy that would be to turn it all around. But that is one way to do it. I should have went live because I would love to get people's advice in this. So really quick, I'm just going to hold it here and look at it. Okay, so I can do it like that, just one. Or what I was thinking is putting both of these in here. Okay. Slide it through here. Nope, that one wants to turn. Okay, and bring them up. And that's kind of cool because I put the amount of beads that I needed on there. Or did I? Let's take a couple off here. So we're going to take 3 off of that strand. And we're going to take 3 off of that strand. I've never made a bail like this. I've seen them done, but I've never actually made one like this. So I don't know how wide or how high up they need to go. Okay. And we'll probably hang it on that side. Okay, we're going to start with that. This one's a little farther down. So we're going to push that bead down just a little bit. Okay. And then when we tighten it up, we need to make sure we have the exact same amount of beads on each side coming up. So there we have 2 beads. So I'm going to try and leave it at the 2. Okay. Well, I have 3 now. So let me grab 3 from the other side. Okay, and I'm going to put those back, hopefully. Okay. So now we have the 3. All right, so I am going to grab let's see, so we're working basically with copper. I think copper would be the perfect color for this. See, to me, it just still seems like it's too loose. So you just got to pull it so that it's a little tighter, but you got to keep these beads down. So that's the issue I'm having here. And I have some copper beads here. So I basically just want, I don't know. These are an interesting copper bead. Let's see what happens. Might be too big to go next to that one, but we'll leave these out. These are just some small, probably, I don't know, maybe 3mm round copper beads. And this did not come in the box. This came from my stash. Just trying to keep that on. Okay, so that's even right there. But I think I need to put one more 11 on and go through both of the strings. I had a feeling it would kick off here. Okay. So there's that. And then we're going to add that. And then we'll separate. I'm going to move this side since it's got so much negative space up here. Or take this off and just use that seed bead as the separator. All right, so I know I definitely want to use these terracotta beads. So I'm going to take a bunch of those out. I definitely want the hishis. As far as anything else, I can see me using these. May use some melons. Oh, these are a pain to get out. I put them all in these nice little organizational boxes, and then I can't get them out. I wish I had young fingers, but I don't. They are getting old, and they don't grip as well as they used to. I'm going to take some of this yellow jade as well. I don't think I'm going to use it, but we'll see. We may just go very simplistic on this. Oh, how did that come out? All right, so now we got to do that again. Oh, yeah, isn't that weird? That shouldn't have happened. Should not have happened at all. Okay, so you're going to come back in here and let's get that back up there. Gonna let them drop all the way down. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've done this a million times and this does not happen. So what am I doing wrong? Okay, so there's our bead strand, right? Okay. And we want to bring this like that. Okay, so now that should not come out. Okay, so we're going to take one little round copper bead to start. Add 3 hishis. One other terracotta bicones. And I think we want to add some spacers about here. Actually, a flat spacer would be fine. Oh, Sam has some in the box, but they're kind of bright. So I'm going to pull out these that I've already have. And let's pull some Sam's. Just to decide what I want to use. And I'm just going to put these right here, which I'll be sure that I drop one of them tonight, because I always do. There's something about seed beads in me. Okay, so I have this. So this came from the Sam's Bead box. But it just seems really bright. I don't know what I just dropped, but... Okay, so this one isn't quite as bright, but I'm not sure I like that either. Okay. Add another 3 of these. So this is the end of the set. So then I will add another round bead. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we'll add 3 more. We're trying some of these out. I might use some of these blues. I don't know yet. Okay, I'm not using these copper. They're just too bright. Okay, and there's 3 more. So we'll add the round one. Do 3 more hishis. I don't know if this is going to be a single strand or a double strand yet. Okay, so I wanted a couple of these big beads just to throw in a little splash of color. And it probably would be really smart if I used a bead cap. So let me grab a bead cap here. I'm going to hit pause real quick. I'm going to grab some of my bead caps. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Okay, so try and move you into the screen here. So I was going to put a bead cap on this. And it's always finding that one you need for the bead you got. So there's a couple small ones and big ones. So I'll take a couple of those out. But as I'm doing this, I don't know, there's something that's telling me that I need to put a little bit, maybe put these little blue beads instead of the copper washers in here. Okay, so I have this one right here. big. Yeah, I don't plan, unfortunately. I just kind of play. So if I get an idea of how to start, I'm going to start with that. And then hopefully it leads to something else. But that doesn't happen very often. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do, so I'm going to add another little copper ball here. 3 of the hishis. And then you want to know how far to go up. Because you don't need to go all the way around the neck because it's not really going to be seen. But then sometimes it's nice to finish off with beads as well. Now, if I make this a double necklace, I probably won't go all the way up. All right, so I'm going to put a little bead stopper here. Okay, so this is what we got so far. And I do like that splash of blue. I think it brings the necklace out just a little bit. But I don't know, I think more blue down here would look well, or good as well. Maybe I need to bring that blue one down a little bit more. So let's do that real quick. Or, you know what? I'm going to do what I wanted to try. And that's going to be a round one. And it also kind of makes sense to make sure I've got enough hishis to do this. So that's another thing you should look at before you start a project, is to make sure you've got enough beads for what's in your head. Okay, so we're going to start off with that. So now the choice is, do I want to use the copper? So we've got that. I'm going to add a copper to end that one. I'm going to add a blue. Oh, these are really pretty beads. But the bead hole is very small. And even the 14 does not want to go into it. So let me cut the tip off a little bit. Another reason why I go a little longer on my string. Okay, so let's try that. Okay. And then do 3 more. And on this side, I'm going to take that blue bead and I'm going to put a little closer. So it's a little different. Had a brain freeze right there for a minute. Definitely need more hishis, and I don't have a lot more. So what we're gonna use what we can, and I think we're gonna finish it regardless. I'd like to have a couple for a pair of earrings, but I may have to order some more of these at least. All right, so this is all I've got. Got another one over here. Nope, that's it. But we got a nice size necklace, all right. So I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one of these. Another one of these. Another one of these. Three more of these. Uh-oh, I need more round beads. And then we'll do another one of these. And we'll finish this off and see which side I like better. Okay, so I'm kind of liking this blue. But I've got so much brown here that I'm wondering if I should start with a little blue, then go with the brown, and then go with the big blue. But I'm kind of liking that. It's kind of ethnic, and I don't know. I really like the way that blue comes out. What do you think? I know I should have you guys on live, and that way I can get all your advices, but I don't. Okay, so you've got that. And then you got this, which just seems to really pop. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it all off on this side. And we're going to take this off. And we're going to start off with the blue on this one. And then we have that, right? And then we're going to add 3 more of the hishi. Okay. All right, so these I've got the 3, then I end it. So in between each set is a bead. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to put the brown up here. And then we'll do that. Add another round. 3 hishis. I don't know. So this separates the blue doing it this way. All right, let's Get some of those small bead caps. Hopefully I have enough of them. I think at the most, I'm just going to have 4 beads to do. All right, so we'll get those out and put these away. These little cup things or tray things are awesome. They make it so much easier. Okay, so on this one, oh, I put a spacer over there instead of a round bead, so I will have to go back and fix that one. One hit the floor. I'm surprised only one hit the floor so far. Basically, I just want to see how this is going to look. Okay. So at least they're all lining up pretty darn good. Even by using different beads, one is a lot smaller. Nah, that can't be right, but okay, so this one's going to have a spacer. And then the terracotta bead, spacer. I have a feeling I'm going to end up going back to what I did before. I think I like the other side better. Okay. So that finishes that set, right? So now we need another round bead. Now, if I wanted to, I could get rid of those blue beads and use a melon. But I don't really like the melon as much as I like this one. I don't know why. Okay. So 3 more hishis. All right, so let's just look at that. I know it's not even, but at least we'll have an idea of where we're at here. Okay, so just to look. So, I like the blue all the way down there. As well. I like the way these are paired together though, so this kind of separates them more. So what do I have? Let me go ahead and make one more strand. This looks like it's going to end up being beaded all the way up. So okay, as far as the hishi, I could even finish the rest of the chain. Yeah, we got to turn this way up here. Can also finish it with seed beads. Okay. So we start with that. We have the blues, oh, see, all set up together, but now this one's apart. So my pattern became a little off. One, two, three. Now, I can tell what I want my earrings, so I'm going to at least try and save 2. So that gives me 3. Ooh, 3. Okay, well, I'm going to stop it right here. I might be able to go 2 more, right? So let's do the 3. And we're going to finish with the little blue ones. Like I said, I cut out 22 inches. But I think this would be a really nice necklace to be, I don't know, maybe 20 inches. I don't think you want a long one for this. Okay, so we have that one. And now we're going to see how this pattern worked on this one. So we have the light blue, the brown, the blue, the brown, the light blue. So go back to the brown. Light blue, brown, blue, light brown, blue. Alright, I need another bead. There's a couple of them. And yeah, I gotta go back and changed what I messed up earlier by putting a spacer instead of the round bead. Okay, so blue, light brown, blue, light brown, blue. That was dumb. This was supposed to be, wait. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm confusing myself here. So we'll do one more. Nope. It's going to be the bigger one here. Okay. So grab that other third one, and let's do the brown. So we take a couple of those, and a terracotta, and then I need another 3, and then that would be it on this, which only leaves me with 1 he/she. Oh, it leaves me with 2. Well, that's gonna be, unfortunately, where it ends. And that one's broken. Well. Alright, so we're just going to do that. And I'm going to put this here. Alright, so they're both ending with the small beads. Now I just got to find out which side I like better. Okay, so these I did not use. So I'm going to kind of put these aside so that we can look at this. Let's see which one I like better. Okay. So this will be our necklace. And I think that's a good size. And I can still add some chain, which will go around the back of the head, under the hair. So I think we're okay on that. Yeah, these are a little big. Oops, I know I have to keep one of those because I think that's where I messed up. Okay, so let's take a look, shall we? And then I can use one of these big ones for, no, that's going to have to be the center of the earring, and then we'll just have seed beads. Alright, so I got an idea on the earrings. Okay, so now we have to pick which one we like. So I'm going to move all of this over. Okay, obviously this is going to be fixed a little nicer as well. Okay. So you have this side. I know it's hard. It's like, what's the difference? They're both okay. I can see that now. So this one starts with the blue a little closer. Or actually, this starts with the brown. Okay. And then this one starts with the blue a little closer. I love that blue. I really love that blue. So you're going to have your metal one, or your blue, big blue one. You got the 2 browns, the 2 blues. Okay, I'm going to pause real quick. Alrighty guys, so we are back. And this is our final. We decided to go with the dark on the bottom. And I'm about to lose it again. So now we're just going to put it together. But first, there's more. Let me, I'm going to redo this. Just so it's nice and neat. And so that it's even. We're going to put some chain to finish up the rest of it. Okay. Got a little more to go to make sure they're even. Again, we're going to bring that in. Yeah, I don't know how that came out, and it constantly has been doing it all night. Alrighty, so we also changed the loop, which I might as well show you now that I have it off. We took off the extra seed bead, and we put a big copper bead in there. And then we also added 2 seed beads right here. Okay, so we took off the seed bead that it connected into, just put the copper bead in there, added 2 seed beads and this, because these weren't laying as well as I want them to. Now they lay really well. So I'm going to try and go put this back together. And then we'll go ahead and string it, put the crimp beads on it in a chain, and then I'll show you the final product. Okay, so on this, you really have to make sure you're going really tight, because if it's too loose, that this bottom's gonna not lay right. So I'm doing one at a time. And I know you shouldn't put tension on your necklaces, but on this one, I think I have to. Okay, this is brass. I don't want brass, I need copper. Oh, let me see if I have any copper guards. If not, I guess it's not going to matter. And I know the light in here at night is really hard to see anything, and I'm sorry for that. I bought some lights. I'm just waiting for family to put them up there for me. Okay, so there's our wire guards. I always use wire guards now, just to protect the string. Alright, so let me grab some crimp beads, or not some crimp beads, let me grab some pliers. I have 2 different ones. I like using the blue ones, but I also like the green ones because they pull a little harder. And again, on this one, let me put the chain in there. That would help. Shows you how often I make jewelry. Okay, so these are not a closed chain. So we're going to put it on a jump ring instead. I thought this chain was closed. It is not. So I'm not going to use these, but I just need a heavy gauge while I put this together. It's either my hands get in my way or my eyes just don't see very well. So thank you for being patient with me. Okay, I'm going to go down all the way through as many of these Hishi beads as I can. just to give it some added protection, right? So I think past these two, it should be good enough. I don't snip off at the top. I guess I just don't trust crimp beads that much. Ah, I guess we forgot the crimp bead, guys. Oi! And I have no antique copper anything. And I hate the look of shiny copper, but it's all I have. And it'll be nestled to the back, so nobody should be able to see it. Now, if I can learn to put speed on my videos, I promise I will, when making jewelry. So that you don't have to watch the struggle here. I can't wait to see this strung. Alright, see if we can go through all three. We can. So now we're going to pull this tight. Wonderful jump ring that was. Okay, so I need it tight for this to lay right. Okay. So we're going to come in here and I'm going to use this one. Okay, so make sure that they're not crossing over. I don't know where I got this crimp bead, but it's pretty strong. Okay, so now I'm going to use that. Okay, I'll make sure it won't move. Make sure it's stuck on there, and it is. So now I'm going to come in here and tighten it even more. Yeah, I've never seen these crimps before. Okay, and then we're going to try and use a wire cutter. Cut that right at the edge here. Make sure you have better wire cutters than I do. I have so many different brands too. And after a while, they just really stop working. Okay, so that's that one. And let's get another crimp bead. And a wire guard. And then we're going to tighten this one up. And we will be done. Alright, so now the fun part of getting everything through here. So just going to pull. got to be one at a time. And again, this will go as long as I can get it. I don't think this side is as long as the other one, which is not good because they literally should be even. I don't think this is going to go as long. I think we're just going to have to end it right there. Okay, so now that's laying absolutely perfect. Now we have to keep it there. Okay, so we're going to come in here. I'm going to make sure this is laying straight. We're going to try this one first, but boy, this was really hard. So we want it right there. Yeah, I don't know, wow, where these crimp beads came from, but they don't take as much pressure as I'm putting on these. So I'm not sure what I'm using actually. They may not even be a crimp bead. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a cover. And I do have some copper covers in here. I don't know if they're big enough. And yes, they're another thing that I struggle with. But you know what? I'll put those on later. Let's just show you what it looks like. How's that? Alright, so I am going to get some jump rings. Oh, hopefully I have some 18 gauge in the copper. You want a strong one. And I don't know why this is so far. So I don't know how much you've missed. Okay, so I think these are 18 gauge because they're nice and strong. I don't know if this is the final chain that I'm going to use. Nope. See, but I can't use that one. Well, that makes absolutely no sense. And this, guys, is probably why I don't do jewelry very often. Kudos to all of you that have the patience. I mean, some days I can have really, really good days and enjoy what I'm doing. And other days, it just comes out crazy. So I'm going to add, I don't know, let's say about an inch, 2 inches to this side. And this is going to be the back. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add Jumping to the other side. And I'm not sure what kind of a clasp I'm going to use. I like toggles because for me they're easy to put on. It'd be nice if I had like an ethnic toggle that I could use, but I don't think I do. No, actually I do. But these might be a little too big. Yeah. I think that's going to be too big with this. That would actually look good just on its own. That would be a really nice focal piece. That's a really pretty toggle. Okay, and we're on this one. We're going to do the same. I don't think I need it this long. But until I determine the size, that's where they're going to go. And that way I can go grab the bust and show you what they look like really quick. Okay, so we're going to put 2 of those on there. Okay, we're going to put the long part in on this side. Okay, so they're magnetic. And when I do this, I usually double it just to ensure that it doesn't come off. I've seen some people make videos and their hands, they just shake so much. And now I kind of get it, you know, because I feel the same way. You know what? I'm going to add a double one after the video's over, because you don't need to see that. But yes, I will add an extra jump ring. Wow, these are, I've never seen magnetic jump rings. They're just sticking everywhere. So it is late at night. So I think it's my way of saying it's time to quit. So we are going to do that. Okay, I'm going to go grab my bust. Oh my goodness. This is just insanity. It really is. You know, I had everything so perfectly laid out of what I wanted to do. And then, you know what? It happens. It just happens all the time. All right, let me grab my bust here. And then I'm going to move you kind of far away so that you can see what this looks like. And there's no way you're going to see it that way. So let me put the clasp on. Alrighty, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's a little dark. Let me take you over here. I'll be right back.